Hey yo, what is going on guys? So today we have a Minecraft speedrunner versus 5 hunters, so Dream's video obviously, and this is just gonna be, I'm assuming, him debunking what happened in the situations that happened in that manhunt. So if you haven't seen that manhunt, I recommend checking it out because they are pretty entertaining, and I don't know how many tries it took them, but I'll watch this, and then I did say in my last video that I would watch a exposed video on this Dream stuff, so we'll watch this, see what it's like, and then I'll give my 2 cents on it, and then we'll check out the exposed video. So without further ado, let's see what we got here. Turn the volume down here.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna watch from the beginning of this.
Wait, why is the quality so low? What the heck? Wait, the quality is so bad.
Yeah, I see a village.
Wait, it's 1080 on my end. Dream, what the heck is this?
Sure. I'm like, all right.
Okay, I guess
this is
what it's gonna have to be.
Blacksmith, so I'm kind of like scanning. I saw all the houses here. There was nothing. I was like, okay. I see over here. You can see like the outline of like the ravine, like here.
Yeah,
obviously.
an outline. It's so blurry.
Like, okay,
Dream, what is
go that way,
this?
so I need to go around.
You could have made this 1080
more.
Unless it just rendered this way.
A jump that looks doable to me here, and I was like, okay, cool. I can do that. And so now apparently Sapnap went around. So off the beginning, he wasn't ready whenever I ran, and so he followed his compass, and so he went around through the forest, obviously. And so instead of ending up on this side, Sapnap ended up on the other side of the ravine, which I didn't know. He told me he ran behind these hay bales, because I asked him, I was like, where'd you even come from? But I don't see him. Okay. I was just about to leave, and then Sapnap knocked me down.
Oh my god!
Turn this down.
I do remember this. And then there's just conveniently a
This has
tree.
happened twice in Manhunt. The thing is, I don't think, like, people said how rare it is to have a tree in a ravine. Like, I don't think it's that rare.
To be fair, I have seen one
crossing over
in a ravine.
I'm pretty sure it's more
and
likely because
I don't know.
like the village pathing, like to the left there.
It's just
like,
kind of crazy though.
Whatever that's there, I think that makes it more likely. But I will say this: people always talk about like, oh, they always have like stuff off the spawn, like villages, and there's a couple of reasons for that.
Yeah, I mean,
one,
somebody
because Callahan scouts out seeds for us beforehand, usually to make sure we don't have like we're not going to spawn in like an ocean biome. And the second thing is, if I die like super early, then we just go again. And so obviously I'm more likely to survive if there's something
I kind of want to see these failed attempts
me,
though.
like a village. This is dumb.
Like on a second channel. What the heck?
I cut that out of the video. You know, I couldn't make myself look too bad there. It was a low
I see what he was
IQ
going
moment.
for.
You know, I don't want to put that in the manhunt. But like I was thinking I'm gonna like place 3 fences, and like you can't jump over fences, obviously, but I could hit over a fence. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna place these 3 fences like back to back. It'll be like in a line, and then he'll like run into the fences, then I'll just crit him. But I guess it messed him up a little bit. Otherwise he would have gotten a good hit on me. I'm waiting to tower. I'm glad I could have missed that jump easily, and I probably would have been dead. But I made that jump. I missed that one. So I'm trying to use like all my useless blocks. So that's why, because I don't want to use like my cobble and my wood and stuff. So I use like all of my random blocks. Oh yeah, so Sapnap's towering up. He's right there. I see AntFrost over here. He's towering up. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just keeping an eye on both of them while my iron cooks. So Ant runs out of blocks, and you can see he placed a crafting table.
Amount of blocks.
I mean, technically,
I was gonna reset.
what if Dream just stayed there? Like, they would eventually have to get enough blocks to go to him. But then again, they don't have to. I guess Dream would eventually have to go down. So I guess they could use the time to set up, like, somebody can go get iron, get food or something, and then somebody else can keep watch. Because I feel like this would be more advantageous. Well, I guess it's advantageous to both, but Dream would eventually have to do something, because you can't beat the game from up here.
So what I'm pretty sure happened is that he ran out of blocks, and he was like, okay, you know, can I craft something? Like, can I craft a boat, or can I craft something to just jump down and live? So he placed a crafting bench, or maybe it was just his last block, so he placed it. But you hear him click. It's like, obviously he's in the crafting bench. I don't know why. But then he says, oh, I'm just gonna throw myself off and reset, because they had beds down there. So he's like, I'm just gonna, like, I can't get down without dying, so I'm just gonna jump off. And so I see him do this, and then I check again. George is like confused. He's like, why did AntFrost die? So this is to me this is actually a bad play. But I mean, not the boat clutch. Obviously the boat clutch is insane. But what I do here is
I remember the boat clutch.
I'm like, okay, I just
it's this video. I thought these were in different manhunts.
in order to keep my iron and stuff. But I didn't realize how slow breaking a furnaces with a stone pickaxe. For some reason, I was thinking it's like breaking like stone. I'm pretty sure it's like much longer than breaking stone because it took so long to break 2 furnaces when I was expecting it'd take like half a second. But anyway, as soon as I break the crafting bench, so like I'm here and
So
I broke the crafting bench right now. And then I realized, like, as soon as I break it, I was like, oh god, I didn't make a boat yet. Right? I'm like, okay, I didn't make a boat. So I'm thinking in my head right now, I'm like, okay, if I place right now, I'm not gonna have time to craft a boat, then break my furnaces, and then jump off. So I was thinking, okay, well, I need to break my furnaces and then place a crafting table and craft the boat. So there's a couple things I do. One, you see in my hotbar, I have leather boots in my 5 slot. So at some point I put them on by right clicking on them because I realized I need an empty slot, but I realized I need to do it after I break the furnaces because if I break the furnaces, they'll go into my hotbar. So this is all before. This is before.
This is some strategic planning. This is pretty insane.
But secondly, I'm realizing I'm probably gonna have
thinking
like,
about all this ahead of time.
And the thing is about manhunts is like if you die right off, if I die right off the beginning, the hunters get money, so they have an incentive to go after me and kill me. But obviously, we're not gonna.
How many times has that happened? I want to know because like these attempts, I would imagine take a really long time. And I would imagine that Dream dies kind of often because I feel like to get a perfect run, like you gotta have, I guess the initial, like the beginning part, you have to escape from the hunters, and then maybe you might mess up later on, so maybe that doesn't make the video. So I want to know all the failed attempts, like how long it took to get to that video specifically.
3-minute video
if they had like a counter
on the channel,
or something.
so we just go again. So I'm realizing, okay, like reaction time is a big problem. So I knew where my wood was, like because whenever you open your inventory, your cursor spawns like defaultly in the middle of your inventory. I realized, okay, I'm not gonna have like any time in order to do it. So I'm like, okay, I need to prepare. And so what is happening is, I'm like, okay, I need to break these furnaces. So I'm breaking. They took so much longer than I thought they would, but I put the boots on. So now my inventory slots cleared up. I goes, okay, I put the boots on. I placed the crafting bench. This clutch would be absolutely, it would be impossible, 100% impossible if I hadn't already thought about crafting the boat, because you just don't have reaction time. Like it's just impossible. Like it's like half a second. Like nobody, like almost nobody has that fast reaction time, like in the entire world. And like including me. If I had not already been thinking, okay, I need to craft the boat, I need to craft it super quickly, then I'd be dead. I'd obviously,
yeah, it'd be hard
there's no
to
chance I
think
would have
about all
got it.
that.
I wasn't sitting there in
It's all
midair
happening
going,
so
I'm gonna craft
fast.
the boat, I'm gonna fling my cursor out, my wood's here. No, I had already thought of all that stuff, so all I had to do was just do it. And then obviously a lot of luck comes into play. Like literally just the only thing that I think that wasn't luck was just being able to grab the wood that quickly, because I feel like that's just kind of muscle memory. But like the actual boat craft was just me flinging my cursor. And I was holding shift the entire time. I just pressed shift, flung my cursor, and held down click, and then spam clicked after. And then the quick boat craft, and then the clutch. Luckily, I do have a lot of practice with actual boat clutches.
Fast.
And there's been many manhunts where I hit boat clutches like back to back to back to back. They're not that hard if you know how to do them. That's not as impressive as the actual.
I've never really done them, so I mean, it looks pretty difficult to do all that.
So here
That was insane.
I don't even remember
why. It
why.
was so insane.
But I saw that the grass was here. I saw there was a couple of pieces of like tall grass together. So I got in it to craft it, and then they tried to hit me, and they hit the tall grass.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty.
I'm sure
That's
I'll use
actually
that more
pretty
in the
smart.
future,
What the heck?
that was very intentional. Oh my god! So here I'm sitting here deciding. I'm like, okay, there's not a lot of lava here. Like I can't do what I normally would do and just like block it. So I'm like, I need to be careful. So I'm thinking, okay, well, there's some over there. All right, I'll go on. I'll do the other side. This is fine. And then I just fall in the lava.
Falls in the lava.
I was like, I'm not gonna place the water down. I'm just gonna wait. Here's another big brain play. You ready? Ah, there we go. I light the TNT with my water. It was a big brain play. This fire up here that I'm about to break somehow is keeping lava in. So I break this fire, and then it just makes lava flow on me, and I'm like, what the hell?
Wait, I don't remember.
Like, how did that even happen? That's not even fair.
That's so
It doesn't
random.
make any sense.
I don't even remember
I just
that.
punched that fire out, and then lava's like
I
behind me and
vaguely
starts
remember
flowing
what
into
happened.
me. I thought I might die here, and I was like, that's gonna be the
It's been
most
a while since I
ridiculous,
watched
like
these.
dumbest thing ever.
That was insane.
This biome
I would
is
not
like
imagine
the
that's
worst
happened
for
though.
fortresses. I think there's been 2 manhunts where the fortress has been in this biome, and they're both like so crazy in the Nether. So I know someone's there, and I heard someone take fall damage. So I'm like, okay, I just need to book it. They're right behind me.
Look who's behind you, Tree!
So everyone was saying like Sapnap shouldn't have said that, but he knew that I knew. Like he knew that I knew because they were eating and taking fall damage and et cetera the whole time. So like he knew I knew.
Yes! Get him! Get him!
I realized, okay, well this is just a dead end, so I just need to I just need to run away. I ran out of blocks.
It's pretty scary. They're pretty
I'm just
decked out.
killing, I'm just killing Blaze while I'm running. So like, okay, I need the Blaze rods.
Gotta get a
I
few
thought
of
this
those.
was funny. So I run up here and I see there's 2 wither skeletons. I'm like, oh hell no, oh hell no! As I just jump over Bad, and
You just
Bad
didn't,
just was like, what? And then there's like a million
Bad
wither.
just not
And I'm
notice?
just putting those juking moves on them.
Okay, that's.
I thought this part
that's
was
pretty
impressive.
scary. Man, I don't know how he's able to, I guess, practice.
Just Minecraft.
So that's
Minecraft
just
PvP plays. So I just
man, the movement was too
and
clean
then I
there.
accidentally go into full screen. I play Minecraft in windowed, by the way. I wonder how many people actually play in windowed. I realized that
play
they
full
tossed
screen.
an item.
Only
so I switched
because
to my
I thought you'd get better
fishing
FPS
rod, and I look at Austin, and
that way.
Austin's like, "Oh no, I'm backing up." And then Sapnap's just like, he's showing him his diamond enchanted axe that says Nightmare, and I missed the first fishing rod barely. And then Bad's freaking out. Bad said like Sapnap grab it or something. But then again, they don't know. Like I didn't realize. I saw some like manhunt tips thing on Reddit.
Manhunt
that
tips.
I scrolled through, and this was one of them that was in there. It was like you
That's
can fish
pretty
on items. I
convenient.
was like, what? So I went in game and I was realizing like, yeah, you can fishing on a lot of stuff. Like I didn't know.
Yeah, when
you
this
could
happened,
fishing
I had
rod
no idea you could fishing
entities.
rod people or items. I mean, the people was
So
from
I
a
thought for
different
sure
manhunt
Sapnap
though.
would die here, and this is why I jumped down. It's a dumb play in hindsight, but so I pull him up, and then I'm watching, and he doesn't block clutch, so he falls all the way. So I was like, okay, he took a lot of damage, so I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna get a crit on him, and like, there's no way he lives. Like all that fall damage and then a crit. So I jump down. I crit, thinking he'd die
One
instantly.
heart.
And you see, I get his
Not
pick.
even the boats, no nothing. Just,
And it's just
one heart
just
now.
right under me.
Like, can you guys
It's
see
like
that?
like, that's
It's
just totally,
is
obviously,
one
totally, I
heart.
wasn't trying
I
to
can't
steal his
point to
pick.
it.
It
My
was
camera
totally
blocks it
unintentional.
up.
Did you hear my scream here?
He just runs through all of
I've
them.
never screamed like that. Like, what is that? I'm playing that back.
Oh!
Oh my god, that was loud. What the heck?
Go! Oh, there he is! Ah! Get him!
I don't even know how. That's me. That's literally me.
That's how he
It's not
just
anyone
breaks
else.
through the wall.
I don't
They
know how I screamed like
it took
that.
him a
I
bit
don't
to
usually-
react.
I don't usually scream like that. I almost missed this jump right here. I was so close to missing that.
That was pretty close.
What?
Yeah, then there's just so many mobs. Like this was just ridiculous.
Oh my
Be careful,
god.
guys. Okay,
Be careful.
got it.
Oh my god, run! Run!
Oh
It's so
my
funny
god,
to see
wait.
this 'cause they're-
I used this sound clip for one of my YouTube shorts. Okay, now it's like coming back to me. The Nether here was so hectic and they're just screaming and everything. I used whatever sound clip is going on into one of my my YouTube shorts on my main channel. So it's interesting that's all here. It was kind of funny that
Like
they're decked out and they're just
This is so
screaming.
funny to me.
They're,
Like George's reaction
unable
is
to-
so funny. Like just wait until George is like, wait, what or something. I don't know. Like just listen to George. Listen to George. This is so funny. Like, I was when I was editing this, I was laughing.
Guys, I'm in the fortress. What do I do?
Block, just block and run.
What, they just want to leave?
Run, George, run! Don't die again, don't die again, run, George.
So many mobs. What?
What is what?
He's like, there's so many mobs. What is what? I don't know. I'm watching that. That's so funny to me. Just the way he says that is so
I
funny.
really wish we got to
He's
see
just
their
like-
point of view on that.
I think
I
he's
want to
just,
know
like,
how
so
hectic it was
confused.
for
He's like,
them.
what do I do? What do I do? I'm in the fortress. Wait, what? There's so many. What? Like, oh my god.
Also, they're playing on easy
I just like
mode,
run
aren't
out
they?
in the middle of this
There
fortress.
should be-
Like, what am I
there should be
doing?
this
I have
many
no
mobs.
food. I was like, oh god, I might die. I need to run.
Hey, maybe there are. I don't know.
I block myself in,
Oh my god.
and then I realize I have no food. I'm just like, oh god, and then I make bone meal.
Bone
I
meal.
was like, maybe bone meal can help me. Like somebody asked me, they said, why did you make bone meal? And I was like, I don't know. I was like in food mode, and just bone meal for some reason makes me think like food. What's this? What's this big brain play, guys? This needs to go in the Dream 100 1000 IQ montage.
Ooh. Fire res potion. I guess
Big
Juju's
brain,
there.
let's go. Here I almost got like destroyed by this Enderman. I jump over here and then I get this and then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna kill this Enderman. And then I realized like, wait, I'm by the edge.
Risky stuff.
So I just like let it hit me a bunch so I could turn around.
Yeah, that
you
was
can
pretty
you can
scary.
check the seed. This Bastion has this loot. But I didn't know it did. I didn't even know it could. Yeah, but I got so much stuff.
What is this?
Got so much
This
stuff.
is like the most OP Bastion I've ever seen in my life.
I
And
honestly didn't know you could
netherite?
even get half the stuff
Man,
that I got.
I don't
I
remember
didn't know you
this
could
stuff.
get enchanted diamond armor or netherite. I was in the nether for over an hour. That's like almost half of the entire
Yeah,
time.
that's a really long time.
But when they run
Ow.
out here,
Oh.
that people were
Wait,
saying
they're
like,
just
"Oh,
all there."
I waited too long here because I should have ran." But like, I just thought if I block my shield and stand on the portal, I might be able to get through. Because like, if I can like kind of, because all I have to do is stay in the portal. Even if I take damage, I just stay in the portal. But I took knockback and got knocked
Yeah,
out. So
not gonna.
then I ran.
Get him. Ants.
Oh my goodness.
And then at this point I realized, okay, I can do the perfect plan. I can run away, pearl back, and then I can do the skin thing right then. And I'll say this, I chose AntFrost, and people were speculating on all these different reasons why I chose AntFrost. But I'll tell you why. Because in testing, where I was testing on a server to see whose name looked the most similar to mine when I was sneaking, it was AntFrost. It's as simple as that.
AntFrost?
That's literally as
Is it
simple as
because
it is.
they're,
When I was sneaking, because
6
both our
letters?
names are short, like AntFrost is short and Dream is short.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like George not
when
found.
sneaking, our names
I
look
think it's
similar.
his name
Like
on
they
there.
look fairly. They don't look that similar, but they look similar
Bad Boy
enough
Halo
that
pretty long.
It's like Sapnap.
Sapnap's pretty
fairly
close.
but AntFrost looked better. Also Sapnap. I was considering between AntFrost and Sapnap, but Sapnap's skin has a lot of layers. So AntFrost's skin only has the only layer he has is his whiskers. That looks different, but Sapnap's whole skin is like layers, a bunch of different layers on it. And so when I was trying to do it, I was like, okay, Sapnap's looks the weirdest. So AntFrost looked fairly normal when I was in testing.
Go, move, Ed!
I take off my armor. I put on iron armor, and the thing is, like, I think people don't realize, like, in Manhunt especially, but like just in normal Minecraft too. But in Manhunt, there's certain things that you expect, and there's certain things you don't expect. Like in this case, there's 5 of them. And I'm running away, and I just got through the nether. There is not a, I bet you not a single one of them even had the potential thought that I would be anywhere like that. That I would be on the surface.
The
near
next
portal.
set of
The second thing is
sequence,
that I have, like,
everything
the
that happens
most-
after this is pretty funny.
Purposefully, I have the most noticeable skin, like in Minecraft.
At least when I first
basically.
watched it, it was pretty
Like
funny.
lime green, my entire body, my entire arms, my entire face is like the brightest, weirdest color in Minecraft. And then I also had netherite on. I had a very noticeable armor. I had a
Yeah,
diamond
it made
helmet,
sense why he had
diamond
both
boots,
sets of
and I had
gear.
netherite, which is so noticeable. When I went to the portal with them here, well, anyway, I switched my skin to AntFrost. It's just through layering.
Come on, everyone go through at the
So-
same time. Come on.
George,
And then I show that it's AntFrost, and then I'm waiting because I'm like, okay, I go through at the same time as them. Again, they're not going to even be looking. Like they're not a thought's going to pass through their mind that I'm going to be standing amongst them. So I go through with them.
Yeah, I mean, this
I'm
is
waiting,
pretty
I
big
go,
brain
this
by
is long
Dream.
enough.
This one, I will
They
say,
said
is
shields up, so I put my
definitely
shields up,
legit
and they didn't
move.
have their shields up. And then of course I'm standing next to AntFrost, and I'm like, oh god. Of course, like
The
the
fact
one
that
person I'm standing next
AntFrost didn't
to
notice, but
is,
I
like,
guess
the
you just
person
didn't
whose skin I have, so I
see
try
or
and
wouldn't
back up.
expect it.
And luckily AntFrost, everyone kind of spread out. And again, people are saying like, oh, why did they dig down? So basically, the way the compass works is that it just points to me wherever I am, right? So whenever they come through,
Yeah, they're not going
and
to expect them
originally
to just be
pointing
standing
forward,
there, so it makes
so
sense
they
why they
start to
went
walk
down.
forward.
Which is funny
And
how
then
they
it's
all
pointing
just start
backwards.
digging
They
down.
walk backwards, and then it's pointing forwards, and they walk forwards, right? And they're not thinking, maybe this guy that's standing in the middle that has the same armor and that skin doesn't look anything like Dream, it doesn't have netherite armor like Dream, and doesn't, like, there's nothing any sneaking, so you can't really see the name. They're not thinking, oh, well, let's analyze this, let's look at his name, and let's see if this is Dream. If I had dug down, this would be the smartest thing for them to do. Because if they all dig down in different locations, which they've done before, they all dig down in different locations, like above me, they're gonna find me, and then they're gonna kill me. Yeah, I see them digging down, and then I think I actually target George. And George got lucky because George fell into a cave. If George hadn't fell into a cave, then he would have died. My chest plate breaks. Oh, there's a horse. I forgot, awesome dude got a horse.
You got a
This was completely cut
diamond
out of the
armored
video,
horse.
but I just kill his horse. Oh yeah, Sapnap fell in the hole, and then also
Okay.
he keeps getting like.
Well, I remember this situation, but I don't know why Sapnap didn't bother attacking. Like, at least make Dream get low enough where he has to go. Maybe Sapnap can get the advantage, but Sapnap was just all about how to escape. And I guess he'd be at a bit of a disadvantage because he fell in the hole.
He blocks me off.
I don't know.
But he keeps. So after
You could have at least
it's funny,
tried.
after the manhunt, like Sapnap was like yelling at him. He's like, "Why the hell were you doing that?" And so Sapnap was like Sapnap could have just been like fighting with me. He would have lost because I had the better stuff. But he could have just been fighting with me.
Yeah, that's
but
what I was
kept placing
thinking.
the water, and then like I would start
was
swimming
just
up with Sapnap,
sabotaging.
and so AntFrost would like block it off. And so then Sapnap would like be dropped down, and so Sapnap like instead was focusing on getting out instead of focusing on like fighting me, obviously. And so he's like yelling, he's getting pissed. He's like, "Stop not placing the water!" It's so funny.
Place water! Stop not placing water! You
Man, that situation.
And George goes, "What's happening?" Of course, George does that. And then here, people are being so dumb about this part. Like, they're like, "Oh, how'd he run by them? How'd they not stop him?" Like, even if they're all standing there attacking me, like, I guarantee we could go right now and have them all 5 stand there. I have to place one thing. Like, I'm getting in no matter what. No matter what happens here, I'm getting in. Like, literally, no matter what happens here. I can just run in and place one eye. Like, I can just go by them no matter what. Like, obviously, they're all like, I think Sapnap's crafting, Awesome's in a furnace. It looks like Ant's in a chest. To my left,
Yeah,
like, the chest is
it's,
open. You can tell the chest is open.
Yeah,
So it's
you
like,
can-
I think
you can
Ant's in a
see it there.
chest. Sapnap's in a crafting table. Awesome's in a
It's pretty
furnace.
funny,
Like,
though.
there's furnaces
Just
here. He's
walks
smelting
in.
sand. And then Bad's like not looking this direction. Like, the only person who might see me is George. We already know how incompetent George is.
Ooh, shots
And I just
fired
run
at
in.
George.
I mean, it's 2 seconds. It's only 2 seconds,
So,
and they
yeah,
all were
that's-
doing things. So
makes
there's no way they
sense.
would have. There's no way.
And Dream
they
doesn't have
would've
much
seen me.
food though. 9 pork chop.
And of course, George just reacts.
Where is he?
I don't know how I didn't get yeeted here. So I'm wondering, like, did my netherite pants here? Does netherite pants affect the potential for the dragon
No idea, but it
knocking
has
you
what
back?
stability, I
Because
think, or
I get hit a
I
couple
forgot what
times
they
by the
call it in
dragon, and
Minecraft.
I don't take much knockback, and I have and I know netherite pants like affects your knockback. The dragon goes down, I pearl over. I can go into the dragon
He
fire for some
walks
reason.
straight in. Yeah, he just walks straight into the. Anyway.
Well, look how fortunate this is.
The fire press on the way.
I know. Oh my
How
god.
do I get in?
Go around to the other side. I'm coming in.
Dude, he got some
So
good hits on
so
that.
as soon as Bad gets in, the dragon turns around and like he yeets him up in the air.
Got
Like, how
yeeted.
lucky is this?
Get in.
Go around to the other side. I'm coming in.
Oh my, that is.
So it's like
That's
Bad,
crazy.
Bad finally
That
gets around
timing.
the other side.
That
He's like,
timing
"Alright,
is
I'm just gonna go on the
crazy.
other side." People were saying like, why are they not just going under the dragon? Like, as soon as Bad goes to go under the dragon like yeets him up in the air and then
Yup.
turns, and then now he's the other way. And then Awesome gets in.
And,
And then
he gets yeeted as
yeeted
well.
by the dragon too.
He goes,
Like, that's
how does
he
that
goes
even
so
happen?
high.
How does
Like,
the
he's like a
dragon even
speck
do
on the
that?
screen. Like, that is awesome.
Like,
dude.
obviously it's
Like,
legit,
that
but like,
right
how?
there is
Why does
awesome,
the
dude. You can't
dragon
even- he's
have
just like a little
that
speck
ability
in the,
to yeet
somehow
them in the air
middle
like
of the
that?
Sky. Like, how is that awesome, dude? That somehow that is, but I don't know. And then the dragon flies off, and I
I
run.
got launched so far. I landed.
He's still here. He's still
Like, I don't think I have a pearl at this point or water. I think like if I had gotten yeeted there, I would be dead. And obviously I'm here, and I just realized like, okay, they've had a lot of trouble getting down. The dragon's low enough that I can probably kill it in one thing. I'm just gonna jump.
Oh my god, he got so low.
I can't catch him.
It's so risky.
I go around. Awesome gets yeeted.
The dragon's wrecking me.
Bad comes over. I hit him a couple times. He gets yeeted.
Dude, that's
Awesome dude gets yeeted.
They're all getting
Ant's there.
yeeted.
Ant get yeeted. The dragon turns again. Like, look at that. Look how fortunate that is.
Watch out.
Like, I had a really good dragon luck.
Watch out.
Like,
But how does the yeeting
turns
part
right
work?
now,
How
just in
did
time to
Dream
yeet.
not get
AntFrost went and
yeeted?
stopped-
Because he
stopped
jumped
Sapnap
going
from being able to
into
do
the
anything. And then like,
pit.
it's Awesome dude's falling right there. I think that's Sam. And Sapnap is like screaming Awesome dude because he wants what's it called? He wants he needs the crystals from Awesome dude.
stuff.
Okay, I'll get it.
George, help you. Help me.
I got it. I'm doing
And
it.
then obviously the ending here.
The controversial ending.
Oh! Go up.
I mean, you can see I didn't kill the dragon. So at this point, the dragon, when the health bar disappears, like the dragon's just gone. Like there's no dragon. It's because he had placed all 4 of the all
This
4
is
of the crystals.
the
And
good
if you
old
watch the episode, obviously,
controversial.
that's not how it works in regular Minecraft, and I was pretty pissed about that because in regular Minecraft, you can't place the crystals until the dragon's dead. But yeah, that's the manhunt.
So there we go.
I didn't kill the
So
dragon.
who won? Was
I'm
it
definitely
Dream
gonna,
or was
like,
it them?
disallow this
Okay,
in the
this one
future.
in
Like, disallow
particular,
respawning
I
the dragon.
guess.
That's gonna be in the
I
rules
guess
for
Dream
sure.
did an okay job of explaining
I
some
think this
stuff.
counts as a loss.
I mean, that boat thing though, like, how? I don't know. I guess he was. I don't know. Yeah, he was just thinking about the boat situation because that boat situation was insane in the beginning. It was like somewhere over here. Yeah, it was over here. Cause like I guess it's possible because he was thinking about making the boat. I don't know. I mean, I guess everything kind of just makes sense. It just turned out to be a really good video. Like I said, I want to know what the counter is for how many attempts it took to even lead up to something like that. Either way, I'll look into the exposed video and see what that's like. And if there's something you guys want me to react to, let me know. Either way, Happy New Year's. At the time you're recording this, it is New Year's, so I hope you guys enjoyed your holidays. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.